Yes, people, for many months in the gym, I was training, I never saw any muscle. I trained day in, day out. I'd generally try as hard as I could. I think I'd go to failure, but I didn't gain any muscle. I was still the same size. I looked in the mirror and I was still the same. It was so annoying. I didn't know what it was. I blamed it on the gym. I blamed it on the equipment. I blamed it on my genetics. I blamed it on everything. Anything and everything I could thought of. I thought the workout plan was bad. I thought the gym equipment, it was broken. It weren't working properly. I never realised it was my fault. The real problem was, the real thing that I was doing wrong is I was eating bad food. Every day, I'd go to the gym, I'd put in a proper hard session, and then on the way home, I'd buy 2 cakes of Belgian buns. I wouldn't eat like nutritional, healthy meals, protein. I wouldn't have any of it. Instead, I'd just have loads of protein shakes, loads of like those Aldi protein yogurts. I'll just, that's all I ate. That's all I had. Is I didn't realise how important nutrition was. Then someone said to me once, would you put muddy water in a car? As they said, you are what you eat. Like, if you don't eat good foods, you're not gonna like be good. You're not gonna have good energy. You're not gonna make good progress. As like, you've got to put petrol in the car for the car to run. And the better petrol you put in, the better the car's moving. So you've got to put the best foods in your body so you can function properly and you can move properly, and then you can make the muscle. So a lack of nutrition meant my muscles weren't recovering properly. It meant they weren't getting the nutrients they need to get bigger. Instead, I was just like burning them out, and I was tearing my muscles in the gym. I was breaking down my muscle fibers in the gym, but I wasn't allowing them to get bigger through eating good foods and through sleeping properly. And once I realized this, I had to start looking into nutrition. I had to find like where I went wrong, why this muscle weren't happening. And I found a lecture called Fat Chance 2.0. This lecture literally talked about how bad sugar is for you, basically, and like it helped me understand why I weren't making muscle, why eating the cakes and the Belgian buns was actually giving me fat and it weren't giving me muscle. As before, I thought I just need to eat as much food as I can, just on bulking, and then like I'll get bigger. But I didn't realise the quality of food, what food it actually was, mattered so much. As to build muscle, we need to consume protein, as the protein is what helps us build the muscles, so they have the amino acids in. And if we can't do this, then we can work as hard as we want at the gym, but it's not going to work. And that's what I found out myself, as I was generally training hard, but it weren't working because I weren't eating good foods. So my diet was, at the time, it was like cereal, Pop-Tarts, chicken nuggets, pizzas. It was just like your average Joe's diet. It was everything you're told not to eat, basically. It was just junk food after junk food, really. But that was like the foods I was raised on, and that's what I thought was normal, as I saw everyone around me eating those foods. So I didn't realise I was messing up. But instead, what I needed to switch to, the diet that I needed to do, was I needed to eat unprocessed foods, like the whole foods, the foods that Mother Nature made for us. These foods were like single ingredients, and they're very like basic compound foods that like give us body the nutrients that we need. So all the foods that we're generally meant to eat have all the nutrients that our muscles need. As when we're eating like the cake or the cookie actually has no nutrients in. Instead, all it has is sugar. So when we eat it, we're going to consume it, and the sugar is going to be stored as fat in our body. As sugar is used as energy, but if we consume too much sugar, then we have too much energy, so we store it as fat that we can use later, obviously. Consuming too much sugar, and I thought the sugar would make my muscles bigger, but it wasn't at all. So I had to switch it, and I had to start eating like steak, eggs, dairy. I had to eat like real foods that had nutrients in and that were good for me. And this obviously took a lot of time to do. It was hard to like switch from habit of eating so much junk food to eating real food, to like going from a microwave meal to actually having to cook and prepare your own meal. But it was all worthy, as like it's what helped me gain muscle, it's what helped me get in shape. So I stopped eating so much bad food and I started eating this good food. And with time, I saw so much progress for it. As like, now I was making muscle quicker and faster than ever. I was with my friends and they were just eating these normal foods that we usually eat, while I was starting to eat cleaner and cleaner. And I was starting to beat them easily. We were both on the same level, and I was starting to just like break away from them. I was starting to get stronger each week while they were just plateauing. And this felt so good. This like showed me that I was on the right path, as I could see like I was making progress each week, and I was feeling a lot better. I was more energized, I was more motivated to go to the gym. I didn't need like pre-workouts, caffeine or nothing like that anymore. I just had the energy to work out. So I just ate these real foods, these foods that you may hear fitness influencers talk about, like Eddie Abu. He spoke about these real food so much that we must eat. And once I started listening to that advice and actually ate these foods, I got a lot bigger, I got a lot stronger, and I started to just smash it in the gym. So if you eat these real foods, it can really change it for you, like it did for me. As that's where, as the foods we eat, so we are what we eat. And if we eat the good foods, then we can make for muscle, we can get bigger and make for progress. So if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram down below. But thank you for watching and see you in the next video.